Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're back in the long dark. I got a hinky broken door, first of all, but I think I can fix it. There we go. There we go. Awesome. It's very windy, very fiery, it's very noisy in the old Crystal Lake cabin here in Timberwolf Mountain. That's where we are. There's the summit up there. And the summit is someplace I've already been. Started out in Ash Canyon, found my way to the gold mine, got some loot, got the heck out of there as quickly as possible, worked my way up to the summit, which I think is the best way to go. Ash to the summit. It's probably going to be the best, one of my favorite starts. Got a lot of goodies from Ash Canyon, the gold mine, looting there, coming to here, the summit, and then looting all the containers except for maybe two. Way off that way. And the deer clearing. Let's get a drink of water. Before I dehydrate. A little bit of steak. I'm not sure I have any more room in here, really. A little bit. Oh, I got so much stuff to go through and figure out what I'm going to do with. I've got all these stacked pills, which is nice. But they do add to the overall weight. This bad boy's about done, but I got to back up. A little heavy. I think what I'm going to do is finish this steak right here. Let's drop it there. We're inside, basically. I mean, outside, basically. Grab that water. Throw another one on.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can either. And I'm going to have a little walkabout here in just a minute. And just see if the moose has showed up. It's the one thing I'm missing. So let's take a quick peek at the clothes. I'm in fine shape. More than fine shape. I mean, the clothing... I mean, even in a pilgrim mode, I think this is the best clothing I've ever found. And this is Voyager mode, so... We're already at 47 and 25. Now, we don't have a lot of protection. Right. But I'm trying to decide weight over protection right now, and I think except for a few sketch spots, I think I can get to mystery without getting attacked again. There is moose sign back here. I haven't seen one. I don't have a lot of luck when the moose sign's on this back side back here. You can see it on this tree right here, the rubbing. Sorry, I thought it might help to turn my headphones up, maybe just a skosh. I don't think anything's out here right now. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of luck when the moose sign's on this side, so every now and then. I mean, I have better luck, generally speaking, when it's over here than when it is on, we'll call this side with the bear cave. Yeah, you know. How much time do I have? I think I can grab up the slim. Should be able to get back in time for my before my water dries up. Anyway, we are in the Voyager mode. I tend to play in custom mode. This is what I prefer. But I thought I'd start, you know, doing it quote unquote the real way. I just think I'm going to get more views that way. I mean, nobody really watches my... Like, I get decent views on my Fallout videos. The South Park videos are going well, but... people watch my Call of the Wild stuff sort of off and on. But this one is just, like, the worst. I don't ever get anybody watching this one. But this is actually one of my favorite games that I play a lot. So if I could pick up the views just a little bit, that'd be great. Speaking of which, if you happen to be seeing this, if you want to like, and you like what you see, you want to subscribe, have at it. I always feel weird about telling people to click the notification bell because I just feel like that's a bit much. Not to mention, sometimes I'll put out like 4 videos in a day. And none of them may be on the long dark, so bear that in mind, you fools. I hear my water bubbling. Let's grab a steak. Whoops, whoa. Got a little weird there for a minute.
Any of this gear.
Well, we just did. How about that? Now, last video I made, I was talking about the new dev diary. I'm very excited about that. A lot of the stuff that's coming. And most importantly to me, I mean, I really was thinking about this actually since my last video. You know what I really love? I love crafting food. Like, when I play Skyrim, if I'm going to mod it, even just lightly, you know, I want a food mod. I just feel like you need those recipes. I've always said, hey, I've got mushrooms. There's no reason why I can't have a rabbit stew. And with the introduction of new ingredients and 24 new recipes, life should be good in that direction. You can actually do what I kind of need to do. Not that I don't need food and water. I most definitely do, but... well, really what I mostly need is water. But we'll snag a few of these bear cakes. Alright, so let's look in here. Bear cakes, bear steaks. Let's see what we got going on from our collective looting. We've got a few skill books. I'm going to try to get rid of these as I go. A bunch of accelerant and matches. I've got a ton of drugs, teas. We're in good shape and all that stuff, like more than good shape. Clothing, I mean, there's a backup combat, backup pair of crampons. Head wraps. Actually, there's some sewing I should probably do before I leave. Sewing and tearing things up. There's always so much to do here. We've got airplane food. We got tons of junk food. Teas. 25 teas. MREs. And 38 coffees. So, talk about being just set from the get-go. Arrowheads. Flares. Tools. Fuel. I got it all. So we scored big. We scored big, definitely on the on all the containers. Actually, probably good on water for now. Although the demands of water and food in this game are absolutely unbelievable. Shut it down. Man, that wind is no joking today. I think you can get one more nice big piece of bear meat. I'm just gonna knock these peaches out real quick. Little food skill. Yeah, I'm trying to get as much as I can before I leave. I just don't know how much I'm going to be able to do. I mean, the thing is, I need to spend like 2 days gathering wood. There is a decent amount of fur around, so I could probably get away with it, but... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? That'll work. Alright. How much time is left on this thing? 54 minutes. Alright, not a bad day. So, the reason I play in custom mode a lot is there's just a lot of settings in here that I understand they're made to make the game more difficult, but to me it really blows it out of the believability. What human being needs to eat, you know, 8 to 12 pounds of meat a day. I mean, who wakes up at 8 a.m. and eats 4.4 pounds of meat at all, period, and then is hungry by 1 and needs to eat 2.2 pounds of meat, so we're up to 6.6 pounds of meat. But we haven't even gotten to evening time before we go to bed, where we need to eat another 3 pounds. We gotta eat another 2.2 and some of another one. You see what I'm saying? Who eats 9 to 10 pounds of venison in a day? Like, where are you getting this calorie count from? Lean or not, dude, come on. So that does it for me. We're drinking gallons of water a day at times. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying it's a bad game mechanic. I'm just saying it's completely unbelievable to me. Let's get another. Drop some of these guys. Yeah, I think with the pile that I threw down out here too, that's probably going to be good. I'm going to go peek for the moose again, just because I feel like if I went to Pleasant Valley and came back, the dang thing would show up. It wasn't here earlier. So I don't really expect it now. What's up, Bun Bun? I usually, you know, I don't look over here because I don't think I've ever found it over here. But there is sign right here, so I guess we'll look. Is that a piece of coal? What is that? Oh, I know. I was like, my crampons keep wearing out. I wonder why. There's a backpack just sitting here. That's new. It's gotta be. It's not a bad one either. Anyway, even though I like to play sort of a hunting survival kind of aspect, with the survival generally, I've been working on turning it up more and more. I feel like there's just a little something missing in that danger aspect, I suppose. It just will make the videos just a bit more exciting. You can die, obviously, in multiple ways. I mean, first of all, you can be eaten and attacked in passive mode. That doesn't change, you know, everything like you think. It just means they're not necessarily actively hunting me like they would, you know. But if you mess with them and it's on, and you're going to have to mess with them at some point. Generally speaking, there's one right over there. Trying to keep the ammo respectably decent, at least the rifle ammo. These limbs are back. I'll probably just grab them real quick here. And that went well. Grab this guy. I feel a little better about my wood situation here. Shut up, that's not funny. Yes, it is. Here we go. So yeah, I've got steaks, I've got some food. I'd kind of like to save.
I'm gonna look for shelter. Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, re-upped my pile of wood a bit. Go. There's some more trash outside. It's the apocalypse, people. What are we gonna really do? And one bear skin halfway. Alright. Lots of deer hide, lots of guts. I'd love to take... See, that's what's really gonna get tricky, I think. Honestly, is trying to determine like what I really should take with me. Alright, let me get this book reading in. Should be able to finish this one. There we go. I just bumped up that carcass harvesting skill a bit. And we'll run in here. And grab that one. That's probably what tomorrow is going to be. $10 hours of carcass harvest reading. So I'm on day 14. Legit Voyager playthrough. I've survived. Yeah, no custom settings at all. And carcass harvesting, I'm going to read that book, and dude, that's going to put me up to level 3. I think what I'm also going to do is make teas and cook a few more steaks before I leave. Cooking level 3. Before I walk out the door, y'all, to what I consider the real place. So... right now we get the 10% reduction in meat harvesting times, 10% calories from cooked food, blah blah blah. Thanks to my badge, we're already on fire starting 4. That's going to make a big difference. Oh, we got a rubber. Rifle firearms, set to level 2. I got a 25-hour rifle book. We've been working on mending. That's probably what I should do tonight. I do love it here when it's in Aurora. I love it here, period. This is probably my favorite place to stay. In fact, I'm going to grab a quick screenshot. Really one of my favorite places to hang out and base in any mode. Now this is just absolutely one of my favorite places to base. And I have been here in Interloper and all these other modes, but you know, I don't really stick to it very long. So we'll stick to this one. Alright, so let me get to ripping up clothing. I still have a can of peaches. Man, I thought I cooked them all. Alright, well that'll help with the cooking score. And just want to get... Actually, I think that's 20 minutes. I'm gonna get too fatigued to actually sew. Even though there's an aurora tonight, I could read, I could sew, but I can't because I'm just too tired. But what I can do is start ripping up some of this clothing for cloth. And any bit of mending I can get done before, and not just to the clothing that I'm wearing, but to a few extemporaneous things, you know. Whoops. I like to repair those combat pants and the thin wool sweater. So I could come back and get them. But once you get your mending to level 3, you're just in such better shape. You know, most of your repairs are going to work. And that way,
So tired, I could lay down right here.
you can count on that mending skill just a little bit more when you make any repair. It'll take a little damage. It's been a minute since I've taken any damage. A wolf beat me up pretty good. But I got him and I got his meat. So 12 pieces right there, and I think I have some already. Oh yeah, I'm looking at 22 pieces of cloth. That's probably going to take, that's probably going to take 3 pieces at this point. We'll knock this up at least 1. This one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. I want to walk around with 2 head wraps. Oh, I still got to repair the one I'm wearing too. I like to walk around with 2 head wraps, crampons, and the mace-hide. That way, I always have something to keep the moose-hide bag from getting damaged. There's a weird little trick. So the moose-hide bag goes in this slot, right? Anything in these is considered interior clothing. Even your backpack. So you can put on a head wrap or crampons and automatically your moose-hide bag is covered. I have 2 pairs of crampons because I'm a boss. So, and 3 head wraps already. Life's gonna go pretty well. See, I don't think you get too much light in here. Alright, let's have a snack, glass of water. Put this lady to bed. She needs the full gamut, so we'll take care of that. Did I say gamut? Gambit. I don't even know if that applies, but I know it's the right word. Lord, oh Lord, let me pause this here before I die. Fuck her. Bro. I wish I worked there where this person's working and I'd tell their boss to go suck a dick. Talk to me like that. Cussing them out, man. Like in a group chat. A work group chat. Bro, do that shit to me. Do that shit to me. I will have your job so fast, man. So quick. Alright. Where am I? I need something to drink. You know what? I'm gonna move these guts. I'm gonna have a quick look for the moose. Still dreaming about it. But yeah, I'm about 10, 15 minutes out from having to call it a video. I've had a lot of jobs. I've done a lot of different things. I've been a school teacher. I've been a truck driver. I've been a construction worker. I worked in restaurants for years. What'd you do in restaurant? Pizza? Name it. I am a certified sous chef. I have done many, many things, okay? I waited tables, I bussed tables. The first thing I ever did was bus tables, and I worked my way up to head busser so I could make my own schedule so I could be there when I wanted to and when I made the best money. Then I got myself promoted to a waiter, and then I became the head waiter, so guess what? I can make the best schedule for myself to make all the money. And, you know, help my peeps out and do whatever I can, but yeah, it was about me. And then, you know what? After I learned that, I learned how to be a host. I learned how to be a bartender. And then I ran the front of a house for a restaurant. And then I was like, you know, this cooking thing, that's probably where it's at. And I learned how to cook in the kitchen. I'm just saying, I got some knowledge. And I don't let any boss ever talk down to me or talk unprofessionally to me or talk to me in a situation that is completely unnecessary and unprofessional in a business situation. We are in a business. I don't care if we're out here making pizzas for rednecks, chicken wings for anybody. I'm telling you what I'm telling you right now. You talk to me like I'm I'm the vice president of the Fortune 500 company and you're the president. If you're my boss and if you value your job. And if you need to go in the parking lot and duke it out, let's go. I'll do that shit too. But don't talk to me like I'm a knucklehead. I can't stand that. Oh, I see you commenting. Hold on. I'm a little slow in the draw. I'm ranting. I don't know if you noticed. What'd you say? My boss went with the mandate. Now I'm unemployed. Yeah, dude. I mean, I feel you. I've been unemployed too. But the problem is, generally speaking, in most companies, corporations, etc. What's your name, by the way? Let me see here. I don't have my glasses on. I'm gonna go with Farrar. Hey, Farrar, what's up? It's really foggy, dude. I can't see nothing but these bunnies right now. But yeah, you know, I don't understand that mindset, you know. Like, I've managed a lot of places. I've been a supervisor. I've been all kinds of things. I've owned my own company. And to me, talking down to someone, talking at someone like when you need to make a correction in the way things are going, that's all it is. You're not a parent and they're not a child. And if you act like that, you're a prick. My personal, you know, that's just, you're not doing what you need to do. Because instead of creating an atmosphere that says, hey, we're just going to fix this situation and move on, you're creating an atmosphere of, you know, antagonistic bullshit. Why is this guy picking on me? Why can't they just be a human being? Why can't they just explain what the problem is? I don't know. My friend has been getting screwed at this job for a long time, and I just feel bad for him, and I'm irritated, and it's maddening. It's like, and you go, and you got fired, right? Well, listen, or quit. I don't know. You just said unemployed, but either way, why is that the solution? You know, you're, as a boss, are supposed to be the ultimate person that takes responsibility for anything that happens in what your business is doing. And the person above you has to deal with you, and the person above them has to deal with them, and all of you, and etc. So it doesn't really matter if you're, well, just, and I don't believe in this, but we're just going to go with a standard saying: if your lowest tier employee is messing up, that's your fault. That's your boss's fault. That's the CEO's fault. Something's wrong. Fix it. Don't yell at people. Don't put people down. Good for you. Either way, yeah, getting fired. I've forced that situation a couple times, just to get them with the unemployment. But I've also just been like, in the midst of getting my dressing down from an idiot who is 90% of the problems. I've just given the bird and walked out. It sucks, but off and on throughout my life, and right now in particular, the economy is in a state, and let's just remember that. Remember when they used to tax the rich people with 90% of their income? This wasn't a problem, but we don't do that here anymore. We don't tax the wealthy. And also, by the way, taxing the wealthy is a Republican ideal back from the 30s. Read your history books, my friends. But I'm here to tell you that there's plenty of jobs right now, and being a dick as a boss is not the smart move. It just never is. But particularly now. The governor. I'm so sorry for you. I actually worked in government for a little while. It was a brief moment. Many lessons were learned, and I learned that, there are jackasses and creeps everywhere you go. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, what do you want? And what's important to you, right? And where you are personally and financially. Sometimes you just got to suck it up and get smacked in the face with somebody's bullshit. But I don't know. I'm just the type of person to be like, you know what? Maybe you need to know something. I love it. I've gotten kicked out of interviews because when I go into an interview, I want to know what they have to offer. They're so wrapped up in me telling my story and trying to convince them to hire me. I'm trying to convince them to get me to work for them. Farrar, I got total confidence in you, my friend. I don't know what you identify as, but I got you, bud. I feel for you. I totally believe in you. You got this. I mean, we all got this. Like I said, dude, there's something. And you can do that something, and it might be hard to say, oh, I'm going to do this for 3 months, but this will get me on my feet, keep me on my feet to get me to my next job. There's plenty of other jobs like that. I've delivered pizzas, packages, old people. I turned my car into a business for many years on occasion, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'll cut grass. I'll go cut grass. I will buy a lawnmower with my last $400 and put walk up to doors and knock on the door, then put up with somebody trying to tell me I'm shit when they can't control their own business. Forget it. All right. Let's see. Midday. What time is it? 5:35. I got like 5 minutes before I need to go cook dinner. How am I doing on water? Water's okay. Food's alright. I got a bunch of these. Snack on a couple of those. Kicks and giggles. But I feel you know, what can you do but persevere, right? Move on. There's not a lot of other options. But listen, I mean, sometimes you got to take that hit. Sometimes you just got to let them know you're not the guy. You weren't the one. You knew they were bullshitting from day one, and you let them know on the day out. No problem, dude. Hey, I'm pretty good at venting. I don't know. If you ever see any of my other videos, you might. I. It's rumored. Pizza might be a little rowdy on occasion. This thing is making me nuts. Get out of here. Alright, let me shut the door. Get some book reading in. I gotta get rid of this book before I leave. Plus, I think it will kick me up to Carcass Harvesting 3. So I'm gonna whittle away at this. And I don't want to sound completely negative. I've had great jobs. I've had done some, like I said, I was a school teacher. I drove a tractor trailer. I loved it. I used to operate heavy equipment on construction sites. So the big excavators and backhoes and drills. Mostly drills. You know. Life doesn't have to be about one thing. And barely has it ever centered on what my education was. Which was a medical education, believe it or not. Anatomy and physiology, musculoskeletal anatomy, biology, chemistry, I did all that stuff. But I've never had a job in it in my life. Well, yeah, I did. I worked for OSHA for a while. Actually, that wasn't a bad job, but people hate you. Actually, you know what? That's an interesting topic too, because, and I don't have time for it, but that was mentally draining. Oh my God. Everyone hates you. Whenever you show up to do your job, you're like, yeah, this guy. I think you can get a little more reading in. But listen, like I said, keep your chin up, man. There are tons and tons of opportunities. Even if you have to do some shit work for a while, just to get by, it's gonna be okay. Just keep your drive. Don't let these people walk over you. You can't, I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of ignorance in the world, and even if you put the cherry, what do they call it, the cherry on the cake or something like that, I don't know, the icing. Not very good with this. Is the store still broken? No, there we go. If you get your caveat on the way out the door, that doesn't mean anybody's going to understand. But at least they know that something didn't work. And sometimes that's really just what you need. Bro, I just want to point out on the 29th of this month, happy birthday to me, I will be 50 years old. That's right. Couple of grandpas on this thing tonight. Couple of grouchy grandpas. And honestly, I'll tell you another little secret. I'm currently looking for another job. That's right. My current employment is not satisfactory money-wise. Business-wise and what I'm doing, I love. They just can't pay me. They just don't have the money. It's okay. It's not... It's one of those situations, they're not even going to be mad that I leave, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those situations where it's like, man, everybody gets along, everything's great, I don't have any issues in my current situation. The work's easy enough, you know, but, yeah, the paycheck just hasn't been doing what it needs to, so. So I feel you, my friend, it's nothing easy, it's not like, you know, we're at a stage in our life, we're not 20, quitting Ruby Tuesdays to go work for TGI Fridays. Hey, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do, you know. Get those ducats, get that cash, do what we got to do, and then and like I said, you know, we're grown ass people. Talking to us like that is just, that's generally not going to work. It's just not going to work. And I feel like, you know, I'm gonna leave with this. Middle management in just about any business. I don't care if it's Wall Street or the taco shack down the street or a retail clothing store. Man, this storm is beautiful, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, this game. But it doesn't really matter. They hire the worst people for a reason. They don't want good people. They just don't really want them. All right, let me show off my variant lamp. That's right, I got the red lamp. Already, pretty fancy schmancy. And I got, well, actually the third rifle the first time for me. It's heavier, fully loaded. It's not fully loaded right now than the regular rifle. But it says it, you know, it hits harder at a distance. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I got some heathens I got to go feed. I really appreciate you for joining me. Join me anytime you want. I'll always talk to somebody. I don't always have the comments on the side. Sometimes I do. But my phone's right there. If I catch some comments popping up, I'll come say hey. Alright? Good luck. You got this, my friend. I feel you. Believe me. We're right there in the same spot and age and everything. I totally get it, bro. It's going to be good. You know it. You already believe it. You don't need my help. Alright, y'all. If you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Oh, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Hey, I got 22 subscribers. You guys are my heart and soul. Heart and soul. Alright, y'all. Be good to each other. I gotta go feed people. Later.